Imagine if you change jobs every few years and your new job is always slightly different. This may cause you to fall behind because you are not fully able to master your position before you move on. This is a similar experience for the average military-connected student. Military families usually move every 2 to 3 years, and for school-aged military children, this presents unique challenges. They are nearly always the new student. As soon as they start to feel comfortable with their teachers, the curriculum, and have made new friends, it's time to move. From one duty station to the next, from one school to another, they travel across the country and around the world. They experience different time zones, climates, and cultures. In addition to the upheaval associated with moving, military-connected students face obstacles that can make it hard for them to transition smoothly into new classrooms. Many of these center around a few key issues such as course enrollment, placement, eligibility, and graduation. The Interstate Compact was designed to address these challenges and smooth the path for military students as they transition to new school districts and states. The Compact is an agreement that has been signed into law by all 50 states and the District of Columbia. Its provisions are intended to aid military-connected children through their academic transitions by providing a comprehensive approach to the different policies in every school district and state. Developed by the Council of State Governments, the Department of Defense, national associations, federal and state officials, departments of education, school administrators, and military families, this was truly a joint effort to help address the transition issues of military-connected students. Each state appoints a commissioner to the compact. This person acts as the representative for their state, which also appoints members to a state council led by the commissioner. The council is tasked to oversee the implementation of the compact within their state. Those who qualify are children of active duty members of the Uniformed Services, National Guard and Reserve on active duty orders, commissioned officers of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, and the United States Public Health Services. It also covers families of members that perish for a period of 1 year following their death, as well as members or veterans medically discharged or retired for 1 year. The compact applies to public and Department of Defense schools, kindergarten through 12th grade. For more information, visit www.mic3.net.
Welcome to the Military Interstate Children's Compact Commission's training. This session will focus on Compact Article 7, Graduation. It will explore the background of the Interstate Compact, how it assists military-connected students who transfer during their senior year, and how schools, through the Compact, can accommodate these students to ensure they graduate on time. According to the U.S. Department of Defense, there are more than 1.2 million service members on active duty. Of those, 52.6% are married and 51% are below the age of 25. This translates to 1.65 million military-connected students, with more than half of those between the ages of 5 to 18 years old. A majority, 76%, of military-connected students are enrolled in public school systems across the United States. 10% attend private schools, 8% are enrolled in Department of Defense Education Activity or DODEA schools, and 6% are in homeschool programs. We will explore how these facts and figures relate to the MIC3 in a moment. But first, what is an Interstate Compact? Interstate compacts predate the U.S. Constitution and are contractual agreements between the states enacted through legislative means to resolve a dispute, study a problem, or create an ongoing administrative mechanism for managing interstate agreements. It allows state governments to work collaboratively and jointly problem-solve common concerns and issues without federal intervention or regulation. Two things to note specific to the MIC3. First, rules adopted by the Commission have the force and effect of statutory law and supersede any inconsistent state laws. Second, the Commission has the authority to enforce the Compact and its rules upon its member states. This grants MIC3 the authority to implement consistent education practices when working in partnership with schools and military families. The Compact applies to military members on active duty, as well as National Guard and Reserve on Title X orders. Members of the National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration and U.S. Public Health Services are also covered by the Compact. In addition to these groups, members or veterans who are medically discharged or retire are also covered for a period of 1 year following their discharge or retirement. The children of members who perish while on active duty are also covered by the compact for a period of 1 year following the service member's death. The compact applies to military-connected students in public schools, and through a memorandum of understanding, children who attend DODEA schools are also covered. Finally, the compact applies to students in kindergarten through 12th grade. The compact focuses on key educational transition issues and seeks to inform school systems of the unique educational challenges transitioning military children face. On average, a military-connected child will transition 6 to 9 times during their educational career. Because of this, the compact allows for the uniform treatment of military students alongside their civilian peers. The compact does not advocate for preferential treatment. Instead, it seeks to level the playing field for military-connected students. It does not impact the state's or local education authority regarding curriculum. As stated previously, MIC3 only applies to kindergarten through 12th grade, so preschool and provisional or pre-kindergarten programs are not covered under the compact. The compact does not apply to private, parochial, homeschool, or international schools. Why is the compact important if it does not cover every educational issue that a transitioning student might encounter? Again, it highlights the unique education challenges faced by military children. The compact provides districts and schools flexibility to make accommodations, and it allows states, through the compact commissioners, to converse and facilitate cases. Prior to the compact, this mechanism of support for transitioning military families did not exist. But through the compact and the role of the compact commissioner and school liaison, these families now have support and a process to resolve education-related issues. Let us explore Compact Article 7, Graduation, specifically. The intention of Article 7 is to assist military-connected students that transition during their senior year and may not have time to complete the receiving school or state's graduation requirements. There are 4 key provisions Article 7 addresses to ensure military-connected students graduate on time. The first provision of this article provides school systems the flexibility to waive courses required by the school district or state if a similar course has been previously completed in another school district. Article 7's second provision allows the school in the receiving state to accept the sending state school's exit or end-of-course exam grades, national achievement tests, or alternative testing in lieu of testing requirements for graduation. The third provision focuses on seniors that transition late in the school year and may not have time to meet the receiving school's graduation requirements. The compact allows for receipt of a sending school or reciprocal diploma as an alternative to accommodations for exit exams or graduation requirements that the student does not have time to meet. This provision allows seniors to participate in graduation activities, allowing the student and their family the opportunity to create lasting memories of this significant milestone. The fourth provision of Article 7, Graduation, does not guarantee military-connected students a waiver for courses or exam requirements, or acceptance of alternative test results. But, should a waiver not be granted to a student who would have qualified to graduate from the sending school, the local education authority, or LEA, should provide an alternative means for acquiring coursework so graduation may occur on time. What is not covered under Article 7? This provision does not require local education authorities to provide mandatory waivers, but if a waiver is denied, the LEA must show cause for the denial. It also does not provide for a mandatory waiver of an exam or acceptance of alternative results, but again, should a waiver be denied, the LEA must show cause. Nor does this provision grant parents the right to request a change of graduation requirements in the receiving LEA. To understand the graduation provision better, we will review a case study. In this scenario, the receiving school has enrolled a student in their senior year that will be short 2 physical education credits required by the receiving school to graduate. In addition to the 2 PE credits, the student has not taken U.S. history, which is a requirement for graduation. The student and parents would like the school to waive both the PE credits and U.S. history credit, or, If that is not possible, then the parents request a reciprocal diploma from the sending school be provided. The school determined it would waive the 2 PE credits, but the student had time in their schedule to take the U.S. history class prior to graduation, allowing them to meet the school district's graduation requirements, so a reciprocal diploma was not an option for this student. This case study demonstrates how the receiving school made an accommodation under the compact by waiving the 2 PE credits to allow the student to graduate on time. Under the compact, it is reasonable for the school to require the student to take the U.S. history course. The commissioner and administrator informed the parent of the requirement and that a reciprocal diploma was not an option. Ultimately, the student took the course and received a diploma from the receiving school. Article 7 graduation was developed to assist military-connected students in school systems as they work together to ensure a timely graduation. Through the provisions of the compact, schools have the flexibility to waive a course if a similar course has been completed in another school district. Receiving states can accept exit or end-of-course exams, national achievement tests, or alternative testing in lieu of testing requirements for graduation. The receiving state can allow receipt of a reciprocal diploma as an alternative if the student does not have time to meet the receiving school's graduation requirements. Finally, if the receiving school does not want to issue a waiver for a student that would have qualified to graduate from the sending school, then the local education authority shall provide an alternative means for acquiring coursework so graduation can occur on time. If you would like additional information about Article 7 graduation, please contact your local school liaison or your state's compact commissioner. Their contact information can be found on the Commission's website at www.mic3.net. Simply click on the Interactive Map tab to select your state. Thank you for attending the Military Interstate Children's Compact Commission training on Compact Article 7 graduation.